going on, Jerome's? So part of the drama of the first round of the 2024 NFL Draft was the Vikings making a move for JJ McCarthy. All he does is win. What up, Sylvia? As the Vikings traded up from 11 to 10 with the New York Jets, securing their guy and potentially getting ahead of the Denver Broncos, who ultimately took Bo Nix at 12, maybe even the Las Vegas Raiders, who could have been in on a quarterback as well. So either way, hey, could the Vikings have been leapfrogged at 11? Certainly. Did the Vikings pay a little bit of a cost to move up? Sure. But at the end of the day, get your guy. Go get your guy. But of course, the drama had to be enhanced because stupid ass Sean Payton just decided to inject himself into these conversations. But we know. Douche. 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 So after the Vikings traded up, stupid-ass Sean Payton was trying to take credit for, I was actively involved in trying to pretend we were moving forward. So basically, he was saying that he baited the Vikings into trading up from 11 to 10, which on its face doesn't make any sense. We'll get into why. But first off, take a long gander of a picture of stupid-ass Sean Payton with his best friend Greg Williams. Wonder what they're talking about. Probably brassieres for men. Who knows? But, of course, stupid-ass Sean Payton. All of the talk had been the connection between the Broncos and Sean Payton and JJ McCarthy. Now, yes, it is smokescreen season, but that actually seemed absolutely legit. JJ McCarthy could operate stupid-ass Sean Payton's offense with a plum, but I understand. After it's all said and done, he has to say that Bo Nix is the guy. Bo Nix is the guy, even though he might not have been. But also, long story longer, so ESPN put out a notebook of draft tidbits on Tuesday, and this one was good. So, stupid-ass Sean Payton, misspelled his name, told reporters on day 2 of the draft that he bluffed trade talks with Denver's number 12 overall pick. I was actively involved in trying to pretend we were moving forward, as in moving up, said Payton, seemingly a nod to baiting Minnesota into moving up from number 11, which the Vikings did, taking over the Jets' number 10 slot, which is very stupid, and we'll get into why here in a second. But turns out Payton was indeed calling around. The Bears heard from Denver and one other team while on deck at number 9. It wasn't clear at the time which player Denver was targeting in any potential trade-up, or even if they had a target. Blah, blah, blah. But the Broncos have made it clear that they were all in on Bo Nix, our guy, the whole way. Blah, 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 blah. That's what everyone has to say when the smoke clears. But, yeah. The whole, we were trying to get the Vikings move up. Determined that was a lie. So there's a couple reasons why stupid-ass Sean Payton is lying. He's just trying to interject himself into every single conversation, just like, oh yeah, I'm a big deal. Look at me. Our guy George Payton is a GM only in name only. But reasons why Sean Payton is lying. Number one, why bait the Vikings to trade draft capital to a team in the AFC, the Jets, who you would think, if you have playoff aspirations, the Jets could be in there too. So why enrich a conference rival? It doesn't make any sense. And what does it benefit you to get the Vikings to go from 11 to 10? If the Vikings were going to be a non-quarterback anyway, if you had no intention of leapfrogging the Vikings. That doesn't make any sense at all. Number two, if Bo Nix was always the guy, why not move up? Why not move up to 7? Why not move up to 9, which reportedly stupid-ass Sean Payton was calling the Bears about? Why not move up to 10 yourself with the Jets and secure Bo Nix? Why not do that? And number 3, were the Broncos moving up for Bo Nix? If you would have ultimately pulled off a trade, and if Bo Nix and JJ McCarthy were both on the board, were you really going to take Bo Nix? Were you really? Also, how would calling the Bears bait the Vikings into moving up to 10? So, say that Payton's call wasn't legit and it was all part of an elaborate bluff, which I don't believe, because honestly, I feel like this guy can't even fog up a mirror. So that's all. So how would you trading up to 9? If that information trickled down to the Vikings, how would that get them to move up from 11 to 10? Because if you were able to get up to 9, which the Vikings probably weren't going to be able to do business in division with the Bears and stupid Ryan Poles, and the Bears are also probably completely honed in on Rome Odunze. How does that How does you getting up to 9 make the Vikings go to 10 when you would have leapfrogged them already at 9? Doesn't make sense. But of course, none of this makes sense. Number 5, why are you such a stupid ass? Also, why did your movie suck? Kevin James, really? Oh, right. But verdict: the Broncos wanted McCarthy. They tried to trade up to 9, and they failed. And now, of course, stupid ass Sean Payton is just trying to, CYA, cover your stupid ass. Why no? CYSA, cover your stupid ass. That's what he's doing, because ultimately, just piecing together and reading the tea leaves, the Broncos, they had to settle for Bo Nix at 12. They probably didn't think that 5 quarterbacks were going to go in the top 10, and they panic picked and they took this year's Christian Ponder. Right? They took whoever was left, and then there wasn't another quarterback until the 5th round. That's right. So that's hilarious. But like I said, why, if you had no intention of trading up and leapfrogging the Vikings, why bluff them to go from 11 to 10? Just to give draft picks to a team that's in your conference. So it doesn't make sense. Again, ultimately, I do think that the Broncos really wanted JJ McCarthy. I think that Bo Nix was a fallback plan. And they tried to trade up to 9, but the Bears weren't interested in moving down and potentially moving out, missing out on Adunze. I think the Jets would have snatched him up very quickly. So that's it. I mean, they're trying to get up to 9 for McCarthy, but then Peyton was just trying to talk big, and he's just trying to be like, oh, no. But of course, we knew that was a lie at the time, and I love that ESPN confirms it now. It's good times, man. But your thoughts are thoughts. Stupid ass Sean Payton, lying ass Sean Payton. Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But till next time, Skol, production value.